Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our annual awards banquet. It's a pleasure to greet so many friends and supporters of the Orthodox Union and NCSY on the West Coast to this gala event that celebrates the culmination of yet another year of amazing activities on the youth and adult level up and down the coast. In particular, this evening, we salute our wonderful honorees, Rabbi and Mrs. Pilichowski, Jeff Presser, Moore and Howie Shapiro, and our youth awardees this evening, Dina Muskin, receiving the Chesed Award, and the NCSY Leadership Ian Laurie, Sarah Markoff, and Zach Morrow for their leadership in NCSY. The year began with the amazing Kashrus seminar and the halachic dinner that took place at the Prime Grill restaurant. It was an amazing opportunity for us to sample the most exotic food items that could be identified as being kosher, and the buzz that was created before and after the event has brought forth a great deal of interest in the importance of the OU's work in the realm of kashrut.
This year's Winter Torah Convention featured a theme that we called Homegrown Talent. So we brought in a number of really excellent speakers this year for the Torah Convention, almost all of whom were what we called the homegrown talent. One of the great debates that we had at this year's conference was our Sunday event when we had the debate between Michael Medved and David Lukens on the question, should Orthodox Jews vote Democratic or Republican?
Our trustees event just prior to Purim was a very special evening where the leading donors of our organization had an opportunity to hear very inspiring words from Rabbi Abraham Cooper and Congressman Brad Sherman regarding the issues of the day that is facing the Jewish community and Jews worldwide.
The Synagogue Leadership Seminar that we hold every year, sometime right after Pesach, is an opportunity for us to provide continuing education for the leadership of our synagogues. This year, we had Rabbi Muskin and Dr. Steve Tabak. Rabbi Muskin, of course, from Young Israel of Century City, and Dr. Steve Tabak, who's the president of Beth Jacob, talk about how to run a successful board meeting and also the synergy that needs to exist between the rabbi and the lay leadership.
This evening, we also have an opportunity to bring tribute to the memory of Ahuva Wernick, the matriarch of West Coast NCSY, whose second yahrzeit was just observed. And this evening, we all participated in a most amazing opportunity with the dedication of this wonderful traveling Sefer Torah that will be available for all events up and down the coast.
Yachad is a social recreational program for young adults with disabilities. One of our main focuses this year was health and nutrition. First, we brought in different sorts of exercise, karate, soccer, groovy dancing, yoga. And secondly, we taught them the food pyramid. We taught them what's okay to eat and what's not okay to eat, and we taught them a lot of health food safety tips, which will hopefully carry on with them for a while. The JLIC is the OU's college program that exists on campuses throughout the country. It's designed to allow Orthodox students primarily, and any student who's interested, to continue learning or to begin learning while they're on a college campus. Not only now do we serve the undergraduate population at UCLA and offer lunch and learns at the medical school and at the law school and the dental school there, but this year for the first time a regularly scheduled shiur began at CSUN, and students from CSUN and SMC have really joined in an unparalleled way to the community at UCLA. UCLA has now become the umbrella destination, the hub for Orthodox students on the West Coast.
It really is a place. It's a place of Makom Torah. It's a place of Makom socialization, a place where you really can find new friends, and it's a place where you also have all your needs met as a college Orthodox student. There's kosher, there's minions, and there's really everything you want.
NCSY is about inspiring the Jewish future. And that's what we try to accomplish over the course of the year. This past year was the first time we ran a parenting Shabbaton. We had Rav Kellerman and Rav Orlowick, which came out as an unbelievable Shabbaton, tremendous success. The idea is to not only inspire the teenagers within NCSY, but the parents as well. NCSY also created for the first time this year the 10 Commandments for Jewish teenagers. And it's a tremendous hit. we actually printed 10,000 copies of them and we sent them out nationwide to all the public schools out there. It's actually taking the Ten Commandments and looking at it from a different perspective. Here you have the Ten Commandments written in a very easy way, easy format, and rewritten so that everyone can understand.
The Women's Torah Network offers classes at different levels for women to study Tanakh, for mothers and daughters to come together for bat mitzvah training, and for whatever the community would be interested in learning.
The nice thing about the groups is that people have come in from all different levels of background and everyone feels comfortable. What brings us together is our love of learning and our desire to tackle the texts in Hebrew.
So we engage in our study in depth as much as we can go into it, with as much meaning, with as much relevance as we can find, and hope to make our world a better one. We invite all of the women in our community to come and learn with us and join in the excitement of the Women's Torah Network.
Anytime there's a transition in a community, whether it be a change in the physical edifice of a shul, whether it be a milestone event, whether it be a change in leadership in the congregation, such as a new rabbi, the OU typically gets very involved in the community at that juncture.
These past 2.5 years have been a great time for us, a transition. We've moved from our old shul downtown into a new synagogue in the heart of Portland, and we've grown a tremendous amount during that period of time, and the OU's involvement in our synagogue has been a source of invaluable help.
Rabbi Koropkin in particular has been incredibly supportive to us. He's been available by phone, and at a time when we were really missing rabbinic leadership, that he flew to Sacramento for the day and met with our board. Really gave us a lot of he gave us very good advice, but in addition to advice, just his physical presence made us feel part of a larger whole.
Well, you know, the OU is a huge resource for us. You know, we're in Irvine, California. We're an hour south of LA. We're not in the hub of things. From a resourcing perspective, the OU is really kind of the main source that we have. Anything that we requested of them, they really made themselves available to come down and help us out, and it was very, very much appreciated by our community.
Major accomplishments of OU West Coast is really reaching out to all of our sister congregations up and down the coast, whether it be in Portland or Edmonton, Alberta, or in Sacramento or in Irvine, California, and just making sure that everyone feels that they are still a very vital part of Klal Yisrael, and that we all have a responsibility, as we know our sages tell us, Kol Yisrael arevim ze lazeh. We are all responsible for one another. We have the OU to be able to remind every single Jew that all of us are responsible for one another.